Good evening, how we doing? Yeah, where's my stuff? Evening. How's everyone going? Well, a quiet start tonight. Guessing YouTube's not big on sending out notifications today. I'm all fuzzy. Not a great start. How's everyone's week progressing? Hope it's going well. Good evening, Maxim, you well? Settled in for a little fallout. Just done those dailies and tackle the new decryption, which should be interesting. Hopefully the burning mine has been closed down a little bit, so it should be easy enough to find our way around. Should be fun. See how that goes. Bit of a battle with the uplink in the vault this afternoon. That was fun. How are we doing? Nearly there. That's better. Glorious high definition. Alright then. Ahem. Shit. Riding up at the back. Not fun. Just rock and roll. Ahem. Hope everybody's been enjoying the new update, diving into a new season and all. I'm doing very well, thank you, Maxim. Good. Nice busy day. Got a few bits and pieces done, got a video made and up now, and all that good stuff. Awesome to hear that Steel Rain will be hitting the test servers nice and early. Looking forward to testing out some of the new features. Going to avoid the story though, I think. Evening, Curtis X Fusion, how are we doing? Two wells out on delivery. Oh, hopefully we'll brighten up your day a little bit. Glad to hear you're not driving. Safety first and all that. Nobody needs to be intimately familiar with their own micro-apocalypse. Bit loud, apparently. There we go, that's better. Right. So, come to along to rank 10 today, which is awesome. Evening, Roman, how are we doing? Welcome. We have a new freebie. Bethesda are doing a new freebie in the Atomic Shop every day at the moment. I'm not sure how long it's going to last for, but apparently it's a thing. We have 250 free caps. Not spectacular, but I suppose free caps is free caps, isn't it? Better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick and all that. Much homework. Isn't that always the way? But generally beats being bored. We like that photo. Not so great with the banner across the bottom of it. Kind of cuts off. Yeah, maybe I should have aimed a little lower with the camera. Oh well. But yeah, nice view down onto Crater. I want to know how the Raiders managed to lift the core section up. Mind you, it goes down into the ground, so maybe it's... Still would have had to lift it up. I don't know how they got it up in the air. I don't see a crane around there. But I do see some... Actually, wait, that might be a crane that's holding up the circle over the top there. Colour and no rum. Well, half a loaf is better than none, I suppose. I don't have to server hop for the first time today. That makes a change. My camp building at all today? Not today, but I will be very, very soon. Like to have a new camp up over the weekend. Hoping for Saturday, but we'll see how it progresses. See how these things go as usual. Yeah, didn't really think I was going to have much luck there. Shouldn't have too much to sell either, I don't think. Been in and out all day.
Now available.
Mollies, that can go. I've also finally got my carry weight down to a level where I can actually run around in power armor, which is so nice. Very happy about that. There I want shot of, not really. I could kind of do with a few extra grenades, really.
I am authorized to trade supplies.
Really don't need stim packs. And I think otherwise we are pretty solid. Check if anything I want to drop. Not face that way because glare. Yeah, always. Crap. More corn soup. I'll probably do this after I've done the daily op, I think. To make damn sure I've got the carry weight. Took me a while to succeed at the one today, but didn't know my way around so well at first. Evening Ferry, how are you doing? And when I eventually did succeed, got not a crap drop really, but something I already had, so that was suboptimal.
Reminder, talk to Romani about a clinic in Atlas.
Alright, so how's my stuff looking? Plenty of ammo. Nice, so I should be about ready to roll. You feel unyielding character and realise you could carry less than your power armor build. Could be meds. Yeah, that's odd. Maybe check the mods and stuff. It is an odd thing to find that. Although it is slightly counterintuitive. You'd expect the power armor build to carry more. Evening Pepper, how are we doing? Hope you're well. So, if we are ready and raring to go, I might as well get cracking. So, a Cranberry Bog nuke zone 2 minutes ago, apparently. That could just because I only logged in 2 minutes ago. Okay, now we're going to do the daily op first. There's several things I want to do there. So, let's hit up the challenges first. What we got? Build floor, wall, or roof. That should be easy enough to do, but we'll do that in a bit. Collect caps. Not going to tag that because it'll go off every 5 seconds. Daily up, complete an event. Daily challenge, glowing creature, level up. Okay. Okay, so let's get this daily up underway. We are looking at Decryption, the new game mode. Excuse me. In an old location, the Burning Mine, which may or may not have been updated. We will see when I get in there. With some super mutants who are going to be wielding a savage strike, which is probably going to be brutal coming from super mutants. I think it'll be even more brutal from robots, but you know, and they're swift-footed as well, so it's going to make hitting them difficult when they're moving around. They do have a tendency to stand still though, so that might help. See how we do. Evening, Bill Blonde, how we doing? All good, we've got a bit of a quiet start. But we shall live. Right then, so... whole load 260, yeah? Okay, speaking of T60... mine out. The most badass of all power armors. Accept no substitutes. Spoiling joy. Right, so I need blackberry juice, cranberry relish. Oh, probably just double check. Yeah, we'll see how we do. Okay, so mount up and rock and roll. Got the right gun ready. Oh yeah, let's look at the suppressor on this just to see if a little stealth might help. But track and eliminate 8 enemies off first, so this should be interesting.
Initiate Dodge here. I found radio interceptors in your area. Someone's listening in on our communications. I'm not sure who it is, but I don't like it. Not sure who this bastard is, but they placed devices deep inside hostile territory. Let's start by thinning the herd a bit. And try to stay quiet, alright? The opposition here is stronger than usual. I don't want anyone getting killed out there.
There's something happening here that I've not seen before. I think I've ever been in here. I've changed the layout a little bit. Don't know where these geezers are, but they're somewhere. Going okay so far. Got him eventually. There are his buddies. Come this way. Can I? There's a radio interceptor here, no surprises. Don't see any meaty boys though. Somebody's over here. There's something. Surprise, dude. Yeah, it looks to be up here somewhere. This is going better than I was expecting. I don't know how we'll do for time, but...
Enemy nearby should be carrying the code.
Alright, where is he?
Needed to shut one of the interceptors down. I
No,
don't have
this
any
one,
intel on who the code carrier is, so
There he is.
do your best to pick them off one by one.
Back up, dude. Die already, will you? Bloody hell, this guy's tough.
Okay.
Okay,
Use
now.
that code to shut down one of the interceptors. I'm still detecting enemies in the area, so see if you can slip by without drawing attention.
Oof.
First connection is cut. Now rest for the weary. Take down another handful of these bastards and I'll try to hone in on the next code.
Jesus. I feel like these guys are getting tougher as they go along. Ah, interrupting the reload, that's not good. Not the way to go, I don't think. Come on, you green gits, where are ya? Oh, that's not good. Holy cow! I knew that was going to be bad. There we go. Super mutant with a bloody minigun. Swift, so he shoots even faster. And Savage Strike. That's a horrible combination. But a sledgehammer I can deal with. It's a fun op type this, but doing it quickly, my god, that's not easy. Got him. Get Frankens that. We'll see about that, won't we? Oof.
There should be another code carrier strutting around. Find them. Take them out.
Rip them off this way and clustered again. There they are. Fucking hell, one snuck up on me.
Sneak over to an interceptor, shut it down.
Come on. If you bloody timers and your shitty loading times, go! And I can't move. This is going to be difficult. I can't see myself pulling it off at Elder Rank.
Out of the final interceptor.
No!
Now. Take out another group of hostiles and let's locate that last code.
Down here. There used to be stairs here. Don't think there is. Maybe they did, I don't know. Either way. Where are you? Get up, brother. Christ, made that look difficult. This comes out at the top of her. Okay, that's what I get for being a dickhead. Come on! That's all this crap more moving! You're arbitrarily preventing me from succeeding. Move! And again, come on! The fuck? Come on! This shit needs to stop if this is the way it's gonna go. Come on, unless this bullshit of not being able to move when you load in as well. That's extremely annoying. I don't know where these buggers are. Yeah, I'm way past the time limit already. Going up. Oh, apparently I'm going down. I have absolutely no idea where these guys are. If it's not the guy with the fucking... or where I am, to be honest, apparently. Taking 4 out of 12 out, that's fucking... I get him? I did. Go! Let's stand more run, you stupid sod! King action points on a non-VAT bloody build. Go! Pressing the button for the fun of it. Yeah, this definitely needs some work. Come on! Okay, how long does it take my finger on the button before I actually start moving? Sweet bloody vengeance. You go right ahead, you can't hurt me doing that. Where are you?
Found!
Who's shooting me from fucking where?
I got news on that final code. Looks like the top cheese of this little gang has it. We'll need to strategize before taking this one on.
I need a frickin' miracle, that's what I'm gonna need. He's got Savage Strike on the go as well. This guy oddly is less of a concern than his friend. Fortunately, he's now dead.
Well done. Head for the final.
That went well if the interceptor's there. Not surprised. Done.
Mission complete.
12 minutes. Was better than the first time last time.
Be a lesson to him for spying on Brotherhood operations. Good fight, team.
12 minutes for first attempt at this one. That's not terrible, I suppose. Still bottom rank, which is kind of cack, but Black Powder Blunderbuss? You ever seen one of those? Oh, it's a shotgun version of the pistol, isn't it? Top. Yeah. Alright, let's get a quick loot on, and I will catch up with the oil in just a moment. Fortunately, the ones that just blow up, I don't seem to get any ammo back from, which is not surprising, but a little bit annoying. More out this way. I feel like there should be a lot more dead super mutants around. I swear I killed a couple up here. Blood everywhere, but no bodies. What do I do with the bodies? Probably more of my corpses around this place than anything else. That's all. Let's go up on it. Couple more, but 2 minutes left. Build a couple out here. That should about do it. Oh, yeah, pretty garbage, but for a first run, I'm not surprised. If I got a miracle, probably not. Civilian Secret Service left leg, that's pretty crap as well, I suspect. Oh well. Evening Grey, how are we doing? Getting on to our second camp, are we? Nice, nice. Twice at one stream, died a lot more than twice. 4 or 5 times? Yeah, running around massive locations is a bit frustrating, right? They have made some steps towards that, but it is definitely something that would improve decryption. Also, the whole timer, the respawn timer when you die, that needs to go. As does the thing that locks your feet in place while you reload back in. Wasn't a problem when you were on a rush, but when you weren't in a rush rather, but now that you are, that needs to disappear. I'm assuming there's a good reason for it. They do with loading the character in, but they need a workaround. Good reason or bad reason, it's still a problem. How are you doing, Kenny? Depends what you want. Fallout 4 is great. Has some amazing characters. Probably better characters than 76. Story is absolutely fantastic, obviously. 76, however, builds on it. A lot of the mechanics in 76 improve over Fallout 4. Graphics are better. It's got a much longer lifespan. It's continuing to expand. They're adding more and more stuff. Map's much larger. A lot of the balancing is better in some ways. It runs better. Depends what you like. Plus, of course, you've got the multiplayer aspect as well, which can go either way depending on how you feel about it.
Note to self: look for more empty syringes and something to sterilize them with.
Don't like Preston Garvey. I get tired of Preston Garvey, I have to admit. He got shoved in Sanctuary and just left there and ignored. Hey. Have a good one, Pepper. See you soon. Evening, Jesse. How are we doing? New Vegas first? No, absolutely fucking do not. The worst of the recent Fallout games by a long way. People are dumb. Yeah, that sums it up in a nutshell. If you want to play with people, play 76. If you want to play alone, play 4. But you get more of an expansion in... so you get more in 76 in some ways. Just less character, really. You picked up a mug? Somebody I saw something there. Where's it gone? There it is. GSC. Yeah, awesome. Hope you enjoy. It was... I think I used mine yesterday. Using the wash at the minute. I use mine regularly. Evening, Marini. How we doing? You got wrecked on the daily. Yeah, I got a little bit trounced. But we got the score. That's the main thing. Evening, Ancient. How we doing? What do you think of the Toxic Scorch from yesterday? Definitely harder. Yeah, Gary. I thought it was alright. It took me 3 attempts to get Elder rank. I had to figure out where stuff was first and what sort of the best route between the uplinks was. Once I would have got it the second time around, but I ran out of ammo. That kind of peed me off. So yeah, I ended up being like 3 or 4 seconds over because I ran out of ammo. And then the third time was just reasonably easy. But cave crickets. Cave crickets.
Look for a renewable resource for making gauze.
They drove me a bit nuts. Yeah. You sort of learn to keep moving and spread the enemies out with the poison so that you're not constantly taking damage. And keep an eye on your health, obviously, as well. Yeah, 76's location a lot more. There's a lot more diversity to the location, I think, yes. Doing a handmade build, but can't get any legendaries. Farm regular legendaries and then head to the purveyor, but make sure you've learnt the plan so you know how to craft it first, or it might not drop. Some things don't drop unless you know how to build them for yourself, so head over to either the White Spring or Harper's Ferry and pick up the plan for it. Make sure you can craft the base model, and then you should have a decent chance of getting one to drop. Keep an eye out on people's supply vending as well. Alright. I've used a lot of bullets. Fortunately, I'll do this now. Crafting. I'm happy with that. And then I run out of lead and steel, so I guess that's our next plan, is to get lead and steel. Well, steel anyway. I need plastic as well, actually, thinking about it. And we're doing now. It's not too terrible. That is so much faster. I like it so much. Great.
Just here for a bit. I'll stay out of your hair.
Alright. So let's do a couple of bits and pieces. I need to build floors, walls and roofs in a workshop or a camp. Complete an event, kill a glowing creature, level up. Okay. Floors, walls and roofs. Really? Come on. Bullshit, man. Where's the... I see... There we go. Build a box. Challenge complete. Boom, rank 11. Ooh, skin for the lever action rifle. The glowing creature and complete an event. What we got? We've got Project Paradise. I also need to go to that nuke zone fairly soon. Gonna disappear and well, not that big a deal. I want to start farming Violet Flux before too long. I may wish to upgrade my guns some more now that I have the prime receiver. I think it is the ultrasight receiver, whatever it is. Evening, Princess Midnight. How are we doing? Not a fan of the massive cave cricket population. It's hitting them that's so hard. They seem to be oddly resilient and difficult to hit because they keep moving around and they're small, so it bugged me. And they do a lot of damage for their size. Bethesda broke the law with Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. Bethesda can't break the law. They write the law. Whatever they say is the law. And no, they didn't. Evening, what's up? Glowing creature and or event. Is there any event running that might maybe hit both? I might actually. No. Chasing feral ghouls down. I'm gonna go and hunt down some steel first. That's not where I want to go. That's where I want to go. And down some more super mutants. Get some steel. Filling up with notifications already. So I need to sneak around this time. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's much easier. Hey, where are you? There you are. And a headshot him, even better. Like the sound of that. On the bourbon, but okay. There's a plan I definitely do not need. Hear you with your heavy feet. Now you've stopped moving and I can't hear you again. Disconcerting. I suspect I'm going to get shot in the back at some point. That point will be it. Where are you? There you are. especially if I want to loot him. Thoughts on the new shelter? It's another vault. I'm not particularly interested. That's my thoughts. I wasn't massively interested in the first vault room they put up. They keep adding more and more and more. I'm still not interested. Yeah. We've had some shelters data mine for ages that look far more interesting than vault room. That's what I'm looking forward to. Grenades equipped. Perfect time for a grenade as well. There is one thing I don't like about this suppressor. The ADS speed's slower. Like, noticeably slower. Whee! Can I do a nuke in this stream? Maybe. Maybe not. I'll probably be doing one sooner or later. I want to farm some flux, but whether or not that's tonight, I don't know. Depends how long it sort of takes to get the other stuff I need to do sorted, really. Yeah, I don't know. Gotcha. I do like this jetpack. It makes movement so much more Doom-like. Well, that was something that amused me. Some of the reviews for Returnal have, well, the reviews for Returnal have just come out. The new PS4 or PS5 exclusive sci-fi shooter. I haven't read them in detail, but I've heard some of them claiming that it makes Doom look in some way terrible or weak or whatever. I'm just like, it's freaking Doom. No, it doesn't. I don't have to play. I hope the game. I know that you're wrong on that. Journalists talking shite as usual. Where's that door gone? Further up. It's all the way down here. Got a mug with your mug on it. Does it make it a double mug or a mug squared? That's a good question. Mugception, perhaps. And if you're Chris Nolan and you've got a mug with your mug on it, then it's really Mugception. Scrap. I don't know which ammo was. I know I can convert it. But withdrawing a pension before I'm done on that. Was not the way I expected that to open at all. Oh, fine. Frankenstein's in here. Yeah. Oh, dead already. Dead already. Right, around for a bit of ordinary scrap while I'm here. I go crazy looking for it though. A mutant hound. I think he's going around the other way. hear him, but he's not coming at me, so worry about him later. That one. I mean, pick that up, but ceramics occasionally useful. Oh, hello. What's a good grab? Best one. Eh. Oh, timber around. I don't want that. I always have in my head there's a lot more stuff down here than there is. I just got one lucky run through here or something way back when, it's just stayed in my brain. Hello, Deathclaw hide. Right then, let's go. Right. No, wait. Am I over encumbered? No, I'm not. Cool. Bounce back to my camp and drop it there. Literally gonna punch him to death for breaking my gun. How are you doing, Daniel? You alright? Looking forward to Brotherhood of Steel's bunker-style shelter. That would be cool. No, there were a couple of different cave-style ones data mined ages ago, and I would definitely like to see those. It gives you a lot more freedom to kind of build anything. Exception. This is a Gauss minigun. They are brutally efficient, from what I understand. And about the ammo side of things, but in terms of the dealing out death in a hurry. And they do look wanted. No, it's still not the button I wanted. That's the one. Somebody suggested in comments today that I should have put scrapper on my crafting loadout, and I hadn't done. And I concluded they were absolutely right. And looking at this, it is a massive increase in the amount of steel I'm getting. Steel does it look like I've got now? Yeah, I got 300 off that. That's way, way better. So I need
Thanks
some.
again for letting me stick around.
Welcome. Can you get off me? Oh, I know what I did.
Shoes are starting to get holes in them. Damn it. If it isn't my favorite patient.
I moved that to put a chair up there because I had to wait for people earlier. And now I forgot about it and couldn't get in there. So I need lead. Do it. could see where a bunker sort of like the New Vegas Brotherhood bunker working. Yeah. The only problem is it's so pre-built, it will be even more of a decorating space than it already is. So, you need something open if you want people to actually be able to properly build in there. Need to spend some bullion. Did I know there was a max cap? Yes? No? Maybe? I'm not surprised there is one. I don't think I've ever seen it, though. Or if I did, it was a long time ago. What build did I use from a second slot? Cast? I just put together a crafting build. The thing that I changed the most is between my combat loadout and my crafting loadout, because I'm always crafting ammunition, so... How have I only got 50 lead? Fine, whatever. Yeah, because I was always changing back and forward between those two. I just thought, until I can get more, a crafting loadout is definitely the way to go. There we go, 1200, that's better. And I think I'm okay on everything else. Cool. Always with the rubber. Always have too much rubber. Yes. Cool, cool, cool. So, I remember to change back to my combat build. Hit max caps 4 times or so with fast that mass. Back in the day, perhaps. Can't sell them for love nor money now, which kind of sucks. Evening PC, how we doing? Moving from gunslinger to heavy weapons commando hybrid. Depending on context, and you enjoyed it, great. Good, I'm glad to hear it. You can get over here, Daniel. I like 4,000 steel, but only 1,000 wood and 60 concrete. Well, I couldn't store that, so there's the problem. I'd probably have a lot more steel if I could store it, but still good. I manage okay. I've seen or heard anything about getting new loadout slots. Other than that they will eventually appear on the Atomic Shop, no. They said ages ago, way back when they first announced it, that eventually they'd be making extra slots available on the Atomic Shop, but they have not said anything about it at all since, so... You know. Evening Priceless, how are we doing? Repair my gun first. Good shout, Steve. Thank you. That's an armor bench. My head's not in the game. Fortunately, I have got a spare, but kinda. My preferred weapon, which I've now repaired, thank you for the reminder, is my explosive assassin's one, with the fast reload. And this chap is a troubleshooter's explosive something else, I forget. What is that other one? Oh, that's critical meter. Yeah. You need some food as well, while I think about it as well. Evening, Team Aqua, how are we doing? I should be sufficient, I think. Oh, it won't. Didn't think of that. We need a whole load more boiled water. Thanks, Rainbow. It's supposed to be there to remind me that command, but apparently it's good for that. Bourbon.
gas mask next time I stop in the ash heap.
Cooking. Also, like the muscle memory on habit, which makes me want to spam the button, but I don't have to do that anymore. Just do that. Corn soup. Right. So, change my loadout back in. So fast. Like, yeah, that is just about perfect. I know some people are not overjoyed about the fact you can't literally change it everywhere, like for your Pip-Boy or something, but no, I'm perfectly happy with this arrangement. What languages do I speak, Rainbow? English, bad English. That would be about it. I studied German in school, but I was okay at it. British school environment is not the best for studying languages unless you're particularly good at it, and I wasn't particular.
Don't face the wasteland without the...
I also studied Latin for a while out of curiosity. That was interesting, although I bit off way more than I could chew with that. Oh, 7 plasma grenades, nice.
Requisitions
yes.
now available.
On balance, I don't really... I have a lot of red away today. Sold about 50 of it. In the last 24 hours or so. Cool. Right then. What else do we need to do? Glowing creature, complete an event, level up. The level up will probably happen quite naturally, I imagine. Or maybe it won't. Umbrella still going? It is. Have to pop a lunchbox in that. Manhunt's running. Off we go. How are we doing, Skyrim? You alright? You hated Latin in school too, Michael. Gonna go out on a limb and guess you weren't taking it by choice, though. Nice! And the caps as well, all in one. That's cool. I'm not picking up the steel right now. No. I'll do it on a separate run later. I don't feel like doing it now. Right, so that's that off the list. Glowing creature. Glowing creature should be the next one, and then I guess we'll be doing steel and grinding levels in one go, I guess, so. I should do a lead run as well while I'm here. Let's see if I can find a bit of lead on the fly. Subject. I found it interesting to Marco about forced to do it for 3 years, yeah. I thought that might have something to do with it. I did it for 2, but I chose to do it as actually in my free time, believe it or not. It was very, very interesting, but a 3-year course on of a language, or 3 or 4 years, one or the other, that we were doing part-time in the space of 2 was beyond my ability to keep up with. Just wait your turn, lads. I need your plasma grenade out. Well, I'm not going to find out the feed and drink now, am I? I'm still not moving until I find my plasma grenade. Right. Now you may die. Oh, that noise was as soon as I got it. Quite horrible. I'd love to know how much longer it takes the ADS to suppress them with a muzzle brake on. It's definitely slower, I can feel it. It feels like I'm trying to aim through mud. Treacle. It's so much slower. Well, it's not, it's probably like point something of a second, but I can feel it. Like the gun suddenly hit. Well, it is the gun suddenly hit. But it's annoying. You want to go for quick reflexive actions. You know, snap onto the target if you can. Suddenly slowing down the speed of your ADS is jarring, to say the least. Oh, this came here for lead, not steel. It's even available. It is. Well, some of it is. Yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. Nope. Much less satisfying with the suppressor on the noise. Away from me, nerd. Get. Nobody expects it. It'll take some getting used to, that is. Dislike. Want me ADS speed back. Interesting bits of steel knocking around. Not really. That's cool. All the lead we're going to get out of this. Somebody picked some up and then couldn't carry anymore. Speaking of not carrying anymore. Over here and see if I can get any. Probably a bad idea actually, but whatever. Quite tired, Sky. Another feeling. Doing okay though. Evening, Connor. How are you doing? Out your radar room tomorrow with a glitch. I wouldn't recommend it. If to find out you've done it, they'll ban your account. Plus, what's the point in doing that? Typing kill all into the console commands. Why bother? I nabbed some of the lid. Lift the concrete. Not a camp build, yes. I don't know. Need a more interesting name for this camp. Looking at this picture is making me think I wish I could increase the level of detail in the distance, but I also know if I did, what little frame rate the game has probably disappear down the toilet quite quickly. It's probably better. Mind you, if it was an easy way to sort of change it and change it back again, you could do it for photos.
Need to secure a supply chain in the southeast.
Probably a bit much to ask, I think.
Guys over at Big.
Up. Yeah, 19 steel. 10 moulded plastic off that, and a little bit of steel. That's good. It means I'm topping up plastic. How much do I get off this? 20. Much off. Almost get as much off the assault rifles. I've never really used Scrapper before. Just didn't really have the space for it, or never got round to it, or a weird combination of the two probably. But I'm immediately noticing the difference and kind of wishing I had been using it all along. Oh well. What can we do? I feel like grinding 2 missions a day every day for Tiny Wrap. Point. Get sided with them, you'd be almost there already. And I've done enough, not gonna bother. Now, glowing creature. I'm thinking.
Talk to Romani about a clinic in Atlas.
Viable place to find glowing creature. You know what? Set up 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah. This is the one thing about the system. It's so quick and easy to do. I'm never quite sure. Well, I am often not quite sure if I actually change my loadout over again. Spend the weekend building a second camp. Nice. Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of people in that particular boat too, Marco. Didn't want to tear down their old camp. What goes lay off? These guys are mine. Loving the idea of a crafting build. Yeah, if you've got a character that swaps out for crafting particularly ammo or something like that a lot, making life a lot easier, and I'm already annoyed because I'm already over encumbered. How am I already over encumbered? It's probably bloody legendary weapons that I can't get rid of. This is getting annoying. This is the second time today I've been here and it's already been cleaned out. Off already. Never actually seen the Twilight Zone, so I have no idea about the context on that one. Fallout X-Files, I keep. Looks like the sort of thing that might be somewhat similar. Where do I want to go? Grind out some levels. I don't, but... Probably generals. Should be some soup meats over there anyway. Jumping on while you go the hell to yourself, Daniel. Probably the way. Best of both worlds then. You game time and don't have to be told off for ignoring. Or feel like. Either or. Have a good night anyway. Yeah, I could see an X-Files type deal working for oh, wandering across. Ah! I just got teabagged by a super mutant. Oh, the Scorched Mutant Hounds. I wondered why they looked like that. Confused me as hell for a minute.
No fair.
Alright, you'll be saying it's even less fair when I come back. Feel it anyway. Oh, plasma grenades! Doing more nuclear grenades. I cannot wait to get that Nuka-Cola collectron so I can have it start farming me Nuka-Cola for grenades. That's going to be sweet. Buck Probowski. Funny, it looks kind of like this outside my window at the moment. Miserable as tonight. Blah, 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 blah. Catch you later, T-Mac. Have a good night. Similar atmospheres where you're driving up, the Enclave guy randomly appeared on TV and computer screens with stuff to say to you. Might be a lot friendly. Maybe. We don't really know much about the sort of pre-war TV shows, other than things like the Silver Shroud, so definitely room to expand the existing lore there. through here and there's no bloody super mutants, I'm going to be fuming.
Need to fight. Need to smash. Wounded.
I'll try and keep him that in his noggin. Yeah. Pretty registered that little back way in there.
Humans. So small. So weak.
Good today, GSC. Have a good night.
There you are.
What pieces on me? Though he doesn't seem to have dropped anything, which is slightly. How did this guy? Better drop something. He did. He did. He did. Wonderful. Right. I think it's going to be a case of retreat to camp and then probably server hop. And I can farm a bit more, hopefully get West Tech with actually some enemies in it. My back is dying on me. Yeah, hopefully get West Tech with some enemies in it. And farm some steel, and if I'm really lucky there'll be a glowing mutant hound in there as well. I'll cross that one off the list. Can but hope. Although it's nice and sunny here now. Makes me not want to server hop. The amount of time it ends up being night time or rainy. M79 is one of those. 25 steel and a minigun. Ammo. Be sufficient. Anything else? Have now. Floating around just below that stash limit there, which is interesting. I should probably see if there's anything else I can drop or stash as well. Cleaning, intelligence, damage or blocking. That's pretty crap.
Oh, Valdez. Cracks me up every time.
How many guns should be? Yeah, boy. Nice. Let's see what I can sell. Ah, nice landing. Hoping to make it to the roof for that, but cool. No, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Huh! I never noticed that one, really. 7 would make sense. Then you could have all of the legendary specials on there. If you wanted to. That's a very good point. You have all the best pistol rolls for a gunslinger. Anti-armor, explosive, quad, etc. The best pistol you have is Backfinder from Valdez. Because it's two-shot explosive. It is pretty much a beast, that thing.
Requisitions now available. Now trading for supplies,
Pick that up.
ammunition, and gear.
Plug some stim packs, I think.
Welcome, citizen. I am authorized to trade supplies.
Well, that did enough all for me carrying weight, really? Did it? Not enough, anyway. Just a couple of diluted ones.
Authorized to trade
I did.
supplies and equipment.
Right, anything I want to drop? Anti-armor plasma cutter I got this afternoon. That's not the worst thing ever. It's only 2-star, but as 2 stars go, that's pretty good. I was going to do a one-handed build. That's what I'd use. Probably keep that, actually. Fusion cup I got quite a lot, actually. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't need that many. Not flog them, though. The annoying thing. A few pounds dropped anyway. Somebody would be grateful for it if they find. Not too annoyed that there's a bull barrel and you're just looking for aesthetics. It's not a bad look, that, if you're into the Smith & Wesson style.
Remember to bring a gas mask next time I stop in the ash heap.
Good. Hey, so. Server hop time. I'm kind of old school. I'd rather have the Western revolver if it was as good as the bull-barreled 44, which kind of not. If it was equal to it, I'd rather have a Western revolver by choice, just because it's got that old Western style. You know, you see in the movies. You don't ever see a Smith & Wesson and a huge get bull barrel on it in Western movies. At least I don't think you ever do. I haven't anyway. Solomon's just having a little jog, is he? What I should have done, that was sensible. Double check to make sure I'm not getting logged back into the same server. I don't think I am. Is that somebody disabling their existing camp, or and switching to another one, or is it just somebody logging out? I think I know where that is. Maybe. Anyway. Try for Westwick again and see if we've got any inhabitants this time. Western Revolver has the highest damage. I'm sure there was something about it that made it less good, or maybe that was just in Fallout 4. I don't know. I never looked that close. Maybe I've just always gotten bad ones. Was it the minimum level? I don't know. Sure there was something about it that was distinctly not good. But I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Oh yeah, excuse me. I think it looks like it needs 2 hands. Yeah, it definitely does look like it needs 2 hands to shoot the full barrel one. Bloody power armor at shitty carry capacity. If we need to test out the sort of steadiness a bit more on crouched versus standing shooting, and I forgot what the other thing I was going to think of now. Going to make it hard to test. Oh yeah, burst fire. Figure out whether or not the recoil goes crazy the longer you hold the button down. Some games do that to you, some don't. I wouldn't expect Fallout to, but it also might. Yosemite Sam with 2 Western revolvers if you could have 2. Yeah, that would be... go the whole hog and get the moustache and everything on your character and hope for the like crazy red hair and everything. Whichever player came through here and cleared this out, I hope the game crashes every time they log in for the next month. Bastards. I'm sure this gap didn't used to be a gap prior to the update. They changed it in... I noticed it was changed in the daily ops so you can move around. I think they've changed it across the board. Yep, maybe cursed with eternal crashing. This one too. Stealing my XP. Wasting my time. Snip. Yeah, let's have a hop again, see if I have a bit more luck. Button you wanted, come on. We have a bit more luck next time. I think we'd see a lot more people modelling characters on Clint Eastwood and the like if revolvers were a bit more effective. Mind you, I'm not sure how effective at actually doing that. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, Christ. The character designer would be, but. What on earth is the point in server hopping if it loads me back into the same server, eh? Not my evening today. Like that. Actually, I've got this picture in black and white as my phone background at the moment. That pleased with it how it came out. The negative version was not so great. Ah! Kind of crap for end game with Scotch Beasts and Daily Ops Bots. Yeah, I can imagine they are. Not fast enough, really. But new legendary effects, things like that, when Bethesda update stuff with Steel Dawn, Steel Rain rather, might help with that. Hopefully. So we definitely need a few more types of weapons bringing up to a viable option for the end game. Singular meta does kind of suck. Definitely be nice to see a bit more variety. At least we've got ghouls in. Give me a second now. I want to double check that I've got. At this point, I have to use lunch box, I think. Give myself a little XP boost. I think I woke him up. Not exactly the best option for farming XP, this, but it works. Some reasonably good scrap in here. Tons of aluminium if you do that. Great place to go to for aluminium. It's psycho by the boatload as well. Big change like that would pull a lot of former players back. Yeah, I think it'd probably need to be more than just a mechanics change, really. I think you need a big new story timed with it to really pull people in, but I think it would certainly get a lot of people's attention anyway. The patch we've just had has got some really amazing features in it. Some of them that we've been asking for ages. Some that are really, really going to improve the playing experience they already are doing. Adding more variety and stuff. But it doesn't pull people back in because it's just not the big name interesting updates. They can get some really cool quality of life and functionality updates alongside the Xion story again in the winter, as well as doing the same for Steel Rain, some of which I think are going to happen with legendary crafting and stuff, and legendary power armor. That might bring people out. Legendary power armor plus legendary crafting plus Steel Rain, followed by a really good set of patches for whatever the Xion update at the end of the year is going to be. That'll be sweet. I'm here to collect loot and shoot feral ghouls, and I'm all out of feral ghouls, unfortunately. Hear them skittering around. Not see them. Music in the creepy abandoned asylum for zombies. Decides to die eventually. That's better. Looking forward to being able to pick up some extra slots and then change up the playstyle a little bit, like mix and match on occasion. Although, again, at that point, I think Fallout First will get a lot more appealing because I'm going to run out of stash space very quickly if I've got multiple loadouts worth of gear crammed in there. Mind you, I kind of already do with all my legendaries, so get rid of a lot of those and free up some room that way. Yeah, a good massive weapon rebalance would be. And they've got the basis in place for it. It's just the doing of the thing, I think. Wouldn't be a small undertaking. Evening, JJ. How are we doing? Evening there, Bubba Django. You alright? Stocking up quite effectively now. Not sure how the XP front's looking, but keep an eye out next time I shoot something. See how my progress looks. Think I managed to pick that up then. At least I'll be able to sell it okay. Usually shifts at a reasonable price. the amount of legendaries in the render left. We're going to get a second build. Not like they're selling particularly fast, and the space will be more useful to me, I think, than the caps. Go on to something else that will sell for probably less, but more often would be probably more practical. Lots of small sales rather than a few big ones. Big enough. Back off. Ah! Assume a glowing one counts as a glowing enemy. Better I do. Looks like it. Let's see my XP pop. Rank 13. Oh dear, my feet are stuck. That's not good. Can't jump, can't move, can't... There we go, we're out. I was worried for a minute. I thought I was going to have to fast travel out. Evening, Noel. How are we doing? You alright? I think the quietness is a good sign. Handcuffs and rope. Seemed like a particularly good combination. Not good for somebody anyway. Not in an asylum. Little details. All about those little details. Those that do well. Interesting. Big. Insect pharmacy. Thing, just this little level over here, and we should be good. How did you come from? I want the syringe around. Should leave it. Yeah, we'll go. Make sure. No. Yeah, doing okay, thanks, no. Bit tired, but otherwise good. Let's have a quick run around on the other side, don't I? No, I don't really. Probably not worth it, to be honest. As usual, miscreant saying. Yeah, it's been reasonably quiet on the miscreant front. It's picking up now. Oh yeah, so the server hopped while I was away from camp, that's what. Me, anyway. Balls. Still haven't quite got used to the ritual of changing it out, apparently. Still need some XP though, really. Nearly there. Still no super mutants over there, were they? Because we're on the same server.
The Brotherhood can be a little intense to be around all day. Enjoying the solitude out here keeps me balanced.
He's not wrong there.
Of course. Just tell me where it hurts. Yikes. Did you always have something leaking out of your eyes?
When
Well,
received playing
no problem.
76 with
I've got a
JB and
little something for
Disco.
everyone.
Nice. A neat party.
Open wide.
Look at how I spend an evening.
Big goal. All right. You should start feeling better soon. Anything else you wanted looked at?
Yeah, good. Okay. So, quick double check. Or the event, really. Okay, so we've got Vicky Fox over by White Spring. Some... Ah, team is on. And still based at the Helvetia. Right. Try again. That's over there too. Nice. I can't beat on GTA with a hacker. Never good fun for me. Rockstar have ways of dealing with such things. Oh. Ooh, that negative thing while it's loading in is kind of painfully bright. Camp cannot be placed. Another good news. Really? That's why my camp can be placed?
Good day to you.
Walking some wild mongrels. Yeah, GTA Online never appealed to me. Mind you, I never really got into GTA offline either, so might have had something to do with it. I did play a bit of GTA 5 PS4 originally, and then I picked it up free on Epic a while ago. I had a crack at it, but just couldn't hold my attention for very long. Happy with the second camp. Definitely a good addition. Finally puts me into another world and then keeps loading me into it when that's not used to me either. Fun. Yes, no. The sign is so ridiculously long, that was a nightmare of pictures to... They could push the field of view out, but it goes obviously a bit fisheye when you do that. Try to get it right without it fisheyeing was kind of annoying. Anyone having problems with mutants not spawning at Westex since the update? I don't think the problem, John, is that they're not spawning. I think the problem is they're getting cleaned out too quickly. Which is the problem I'm having right now as well. That and the fact the game won't put me on a new bloody server. But yeah. There's been no mutants there. Well, there was a couple outside when I checked, but they're all dead inside. Yeah, I think it's just because people cleaning them out too often to grind out the levels at the minute for the new season. I imagine there's been a reasonable sized spike in player numbers recently. A couple of days. Dying for the love of God, please. Put me on a different server then, you stupid thing. It's even worse when I'm trying to build videos as well. It'll be night time. It'll go dark at 9 o'clock or whatever. Right, okay. Or a bit earlier than that. So I'll stop building and server hop to get to a daytime server, or it'll be peeing it down with rain or something. Really colourless and horrible. Terrible for footage. And it'll keep loading me into the same server over and over. Helpful. But it turned around and told me that you could set your own weather conditions and time of day manually in... God for that, please tell me it's a entirely new one. It is! Hallelujah! At long last. Let's see if we have any luck with West Tech again. Yeah. Actually, before I do go. Yeah. If I could set the weather at the time of day in Private Worlds, I'd be on Fallout first of all. Be straight on that, you wouldn't believe. Makes such a big difference to me. Do more for server ups and say fuck this and play Fallout first for the Private World. No, Gray, I might say fuck this and give up for the evening. But I wouldn't be buying Fallout first. This guy's on his line, so I'm going to guess when I get in here there won't be anybody either. Make grinding out levels a tad more difficult. Too close. Well, but if I don't make it, I'll... We'll have another go at the daily op, see if we can do a better score on that. At least I'll be able to crank up some XP on that. Yeah, it's super beats as well, so that should be nice and easy for that. Yes. I'm still not convinced that there's a problem with them not spawning so much as people are just clearing it out a lot, but it could be either. I'll have to keep an eye on it and see what happens over the next few days. Ask around, see if anybody else has had that experience. Feet are stuck.
Damn. Paper cut.
Right. I need more ammo than that. Probably will. Oh dear. Wrong loadout on. I'm out of gunpowder. That should do. Carry weights. Okay. Might still be a little high. Heavy, but we'll get rid of it. Good. Anything else I would like to sell? Really? I'm gonna pitch that. There's a couple of pounds. And a whole load of drugs to sell as well.
I think I can make a few more stops before resupplying at Atlas.
Cool. Let's go and plug some drugs, and then we'll head over to the daily op and try and get a bit more XP that way. What? Did you get a VPN ferry? Probably yes. As to which one, there's plenty of option. Not a bad look for the T51 actually.
I am authorized to trade supplies and equipment.
Probably won't do masses for my
If you have supplies to trade, I can
Very
be
weight,
of
but-
service.
every little and all that. Not do what I was expecting it to do.
Ammunition and other supplies available here.
Okay, that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. Now I just have to test whether or not my power armor will work. All you've ever had the last couple of days is the meeting at the suicider at the entrance. It is a bad sign, John. Especially as I've now just had the same experience. Science can be replicated after all. You had the same problems, Rubber Django. Again, like, the fact it's empty doesn't really say much just because of the timing. I would expect it to be quieter on flexion. Motherfucker. That made a difference.
My talked to Romani about a clinic in Atlas.
Mind you, I'm not entirely convinced that having power armor on is actually going to help me much here, given that they bypass armor, but oh well, I've done it now, I've gone to all this effort. Let's have another crack at the daily op, see if we can get sub 12 minutes. Be good going if I can. Anyone manage to switch vending machines off to teammates? No, I don't think you will be able to, Kevin. Thinking about it. It's a deliberate mechanic that your teammates can always find your camp. So, applies to public teams as well. I'm not surprised that that's not a thing. Juice on the yeah. Right. Huh. Thought my headlight was on there. Welcome back now. Can't wait to see how the new legendary features hold up. If they can get the balance right, it should be pretty cool, Mr. Baba Django. I'm looking forward to it. I like the words right now. Right. I'm not running daily ops with a server that can't even open a fucking door. Fuck it up. Trying to keep copper squatter. I haven't looked at that one in a very long time. Other than the fact it randomly completes for me when somebody else does it. I haven't noticed anything about it. Any benefit to multiple vendors? Yeah, just that people can't use the same one at the same time. It means more than one person can use your vendors at once. Whereas if you have a single one, it's just not going to work. Or that way. But if your camp tends to not be that busy, it doesn't matter too much. How are we doing, Tricky? Played it on a private server, went 4 times over 2 hours, and then you've respawned outside. Maybe there is a bug with it then. Sounding more and more like it. I don't think I'm on the same server, but try again, shall we? Right. Just double check my effects again. It just didn't register it because the server was wigging out. Wonderful. Right, let's try again then.
Team, this is the Brotherhood of Steel. Someone's been intercepting our communications. We'll need to disable devices in your vicinity ASAP. Not sure who this bastard is, but they placed the devices deep inside hostile territory. Let's start by thinning the herd a bit. But don't forget, stealth is key in this location. Taking on the entire group at once is likely to get you all killed right quick.
Yes, I know. Do be quiet now.
Let's play, little human.
The fuck, man? That was mighty quick. I don't know what absolutely rinsed me there. Come on. See, this is going to piss me off already. Great, no enemies on the HUD either. That's not helpful. There we go. Come on.
Let's play.
Okay. An enemy in the area is carrying the code we'll need. Can't shut down the interceptors without it. Kind of hazy on who exactly it is, but my money's on whichever one looks the most important.
Super mutants, none of them look important. They just look green and scary.
I'm going to tear you apart.
Automatic weapons in this bloody Savage Strike mode are vicious as hell. Will you just die already? Fucking hell, how many times do I have to shoot you? Jesus Christ. I do feel like they've toughened them up. Come on! For fuck's sake. That's annoying when you're not on the clock, but alone when you are. Who's this guy? Oh, get me up there, you stupid... Can't even see now. It's a dead end. Off. At this point, I think I'm going to have to give up on any hope of... Oh, for fuck's sake, fucking action points again. Take the fucking things out already. I'm going to have to give up on the idea of actually doing this in time and just worry about killing them for the XP, I think. Which is really what I meant. Not that I was ever going to hit Elder Ring. Die. Off. Seriously, how's that guy at full health again? Die, you absolute fucktard!
Okay.
The gun is apparently not accurate
One of the
anymore.
interceptors. I'm still detecting enemies in the area, so see if you can slip by without drawing attention.
I don't even know what the hell I am anymore. Go!
Interceptor shut down. Hope that pisses our uninvited listeners
Reload and open inventory on the same button.
You lose.
Focus. Yeah, definitely needs some work. What is the point of this stupid mechanic? That's better.
Code carrier in your area. My intel is light,
Where?
but make it easy to kill them all. Don't make a racket, alright? Another code in the bag. Use it to shut down an interceptor. I'm detecting heightened presence near the devices, so approach with caution.
Come on.
Perfect. Down to the final interceptor now. Take out another group
Yeah,
of
it's
hostiles.
not even on the
Locate
last
that
one.
last code.
Past 8 minutes, I'm not even on to the boss. Try to do this quickly is kind of a waste of time, really. I've just taken my time and killing as many as I can. Saying that, it's the limit how many you can kill until you get to code carriers anyway. Yo! You're on my compass, but you're not. Yeah. That swift-footed thing is just disappearing into the distance because of it. So that's annoying too. Surprise, asshole. And they spawn back behind me. I'll take that one. Rhymes with hunt, yeah. Oh, fuck no! Not like I'm on the clock or anything, is it? Kiddo. Savage Strike, swift-footed, minigun-wielding super mutant. Does not get much worse than that. Come on! How far away do they need to be? Why am I still using action points when I'm not about to fucking belt? Ugh. Fine, at least I got the level. Got what I came in here for. Ooh, that's cool. They're on my compass, but they're conspicuous by their absence. Again. Going that way, I'll take you forever. Come on! Whatever works. Including shooting mutant hounds in the butt. One good thing, at least I know the Savage Strike or not, the boss is not going to be able to do very much to me. On the other hand, if he's got company, he will also be a problem, so there's that too. Seriously. Fucking hang around with you little bastards. How am I supposed to kill you if you disappear every 3 seconds?
Where'd you go? Darth? Gonna find. Gonna kill you.
Fucking hell. Random hair in the corner of my eye as well. Driving me a bit batty. Stream freezes a day. Don't know whether that's good timing or not. Where the hell am I? Wrong frickin' way. This is taking longer than it did the first time. Mind you, I've given up trying now. Fucking hell. Compass says they're right here and nowhere to be found.
The code signal's coming from an extremely dangerous enemy in your area. Approach with caution and make every shot count, team.
Came from a pissant little bitch.
Time to die.
Yeah. No threat whatsoever from the boss, but the guys that come out of nowhere. Can't be found when you're trying to kill them, but as soon as you want them to fuck off, they turn up in droves. Oh. What a waste of time. I think once I've got the score going forward, I shan't be bothering with these anymore. Like, fuck it, it's just not worth it. You fuck off as well. Well, if he can't hurt me when I'm over here and he's standing over there because he keeps hitting the railings, that's good to know about. A bit cheesy, but it makes up for some of the BS I've had to put up with to get here.
Hey, nosy asshole. Whoever you are, I hope you enjoyed listening in on our chatter. It's time to cut you off. And we're clear.
Yeah,
Now
well,
sleep better knowing
I didn't even fucking manage in this shit rank that time.
Thanks for doing your part, team.
What a waste of time. Oh dear. You do only have to kill one per decryption, Grey. You just got to find the right one, and it's always the third one. If you get lucky and you get the first one, then you can literally just turn and run. One of the ones I got earlier was like the second one, I think. Oh, sure, I can't get. Filling them full of bullets and they're not bloody dying. The code carriers seem to be disproportionately powerful compared to the others as well, which is the combination of a big area and swift-footed enemies is really annoying because they just keep running around and around and you can never bloody find them. Oh, they were here a minute ago. Yeah, well, they're not now. Ow. And you got Savage Strike, plus the fact that every time they savagely strike you, it adds a timer to how long it takes you to respawn as well. Like, this is not a good combination of circumstance. Arbitrarily stopping you from succeeding. Here I'm buzzing. Where is he? Now I can't hear him. Buzzing along anyway. I'll say one thing, you're certainly going to know your way around this place before. Inside out. But all of them, if we do these. Never get lost down here again. Hang on, loud. I'm going to click everything twice. Ah, could hear more. Naff off out of here and send somewhere where I'm not going to start dying. Right. I don't even want to see that. New ops aren't very solo friendly. I don't think they're very group friendly either from what I hear. No. Technically you have to kill the right one, Grey. It's chances are it will always be the third one you shoot, though. Yeah, anything that made them easier to find, making the areas a bit smaller, stuff like that would definitely help. Running around in circles for enemies that are just nowhere to be found eats up times. Sucks. What it does. I know they're meant to be groups, like groups of 4, all over level 50. Come on. Content's not also solo, could be better. Gunpowder?
If it isn't my favorite patient.
Yeah, play your own way, but only if it's our way. That again. How am I doing for bullets? I'm not going to find them there. Solved that particular issue.
Note to self, look for more empty syringes and something to sterilize them with.
Kill. But I could hit, buddy. It's the closest thing we've got to pointing. He's found it. How are we doing, Kane? You've been playing for a month, you hit level 50, you want to settle on a build but don't want to do unyielding bloodied. Don't blame you. If you want to really go high powered, a lot of people go for Stealth Commando, which is kind of similar to what I'm doing but with more sneaking. Or they do Junkies builds as well, is quite semi-popular. It requires you to be addicted to numerous drugs though. And some things are more efficient than others with that, so it's... Yeah. A good bet if you want something that's relatively easy to maintain and is really high power, well, pretty high powered, is to go down the heavy guns route, particularly things like Gatling plasmas, Gatling lasers, and plasma casters. Because those are reasonably easy to maintain and don't need too much in the way of fancy builds and stuff. Quite a lot of perks that go into them as well, which make them generally more efficient. You get to. Heard him. There he is. Yeah, I think there's a solid build that's relatively easy to manage. Heavy guns is probably a good bet on that one. Still supposedly right on my cam, so still down here. Yeah, it's faster. Cool. Winner! That logged out quicker than I was expecting it to. Smudge my glasses again. Fingerprint on that one. Yeah, said before, Grey. Something between Gunslinger and Heavy Weapon Commando. Heavy Weapons as a secondary build is one I'm contemplating, possibly going hardcore shotguns. Just to mix things up, you know. I don't know. Junkies is a good route for commandos. Players tend to sell the weapons cheap and underrate Junkies prefix. Yeah, I think people know it a little better these days, but it's not hugely popular, even though it's pretty effective. It's in the top sort of 3 or 4 builds. So. With an AR build, then yeah, probably either a full health commando, which is something that I do, or you can go a bit more stealth orientated or a bit more junkies orientated, take loads of drugs, get addicted to them and dish out more punishment that way. But yeah, they do work. Just be prepared to spend a lot of time crafting ammo, which is kind of my reality these days because I'm playing an AR build. Thank you very much, Gray. Yeah, that was a particularly poor run. In fact, I think that's the worst run of the new ops I've had at any stage, including on the PTS. My very first run with the new ops was... Now, the first one was Swift-Footed Scorched in Watoga Raider Arena. The second one was Mole Miners, and I think it was Toxic Blood, and it was definitely in the new Vault. That was hard the first time I did that. That took me, I think I came in just under 16 minutes or something like that. On my first one in the new Vault on the PTS way back. And yeah, that one was far worse. Yeah, might as well. So it's a bit annoying. It took me 3 attempts to get through the one this afternoon, but mostly because I ran out of ammo. I would have done it the second time if I hadn't. But that was an uplink one, even if it was in the new Vault, so didn't have to deal with getting Savage Strike. But Savage Strike, swift-footed super mutants with miniguns, that's like massively fast fire rate. Super mutants with miniguns are bad anyway. Add the swift-footed, which seems to make them shoot faster as well. Any automatic weapon was brutal in there, but the minigun, fucking hell. And then, yeah, Savage Strike, swift-footed, minigun, super mutants. Fucking hell. And increased accuracy as well, because that's part of the Savage Strike thing. That was horrible. Oh. I saw that guy was dead before I blinked the first time. The spin-up time's gone as well with swift-footed on there. The spin-up time's much faster. Don't know if it's like twice as fast or whatever, but that was brutal. Evil it was. Most will be avoiding these daily ups for now. Yeah, I can see the new ones ending up being just people going, nah, not today, and just not bothering. Or just doing a cursory run through to get it under 16 minutes so they can get the score, and then just not touching it again. Waiting for a combination that they actually like. I can see that happening a lot, actually. I mean, people who like doing it in groups might not be so bothered, but unless you really want to play sweaty, doing it solo is going to be extremely difficult. Try and do it mainly get the score grey. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same, to be honest. It's just not worth the bloody hassle. Explosive weapons are breaking much more quickly. They should be doing. They always break quickly. "13 minutes for your team so far, Bellblom." Yeah. So that was brutal. Burning Mine doesn't feel like a particularly big location for uplink, but when it's for decryption, you start to realise it is a lot more cavernous and maze-like, and there's much longer corridors than you realise. Add swift-footed into that. Yeah. Swift-footed's not so bad in Watoga Raider Arena because it's quite compact. I think where else we've got Vault, the original Vault 94 will be horrible because that's big enough and sprawling enough that swift-footed will be terrible in there because they'll just keep disappearing again. Although maybe not quite so bad. The burrows will be bad for it as well, because again they'll disappear down the absolute maze of the place. Valley Galleria won't be too terrible with swift-footed enemies in it. Because at least the Valley Galleria is contained and reasonably small. That should be okay. So for like decryption, Valley Galleria won't be bad at all. It kind of sucks for actually, in a sense, I just thought one of the things that I don't like about Valley Galleria for uplink is going to be bad for decryption as well, and that's that it's wide open, so when you're moving around it, you get spotted from miles away and clobbered. So you're just going to be out in the open getting shot from all sides in there, so that's going to be nasty. There's another one I've forgotten. So there's West Tech. Again, that's kind of a warren as well. Running around that is kind of nightmarish. Yeah, and obviously the new vault's huge as well. The Toga Raid Arena's not bad for it, that's pretty compact. Then again, that's also quite open as well, and that wasn't... there's a bit more walls, internal walls inside Toga Raid Arena than there are in Valley Galleria. There's a bit of a line of sight blocking, so they're not all shooting you from all directions at once. So, yeah. Waiting for the inevitable Oxon there. But on the new daily ops or the location? Because the location is going to have to wait till the summer. Can't wait to learn what happened in the Icefall. Yeah, no, just cross up here. Yeah, I know a little bit of it that I've sort of seen on Twitter, I think. Other than that, though, finding out the details of it and getting into the Steel Rain quests in there will be cool. Outriders reminds me of a daily op, but more fun. Outriders demo was fun. I did enjoy that. Yeah. And will be my thought there. Fixers need to break more quickly anyway. Spam those sweaty meta players. Non-explosive fixers breaking faster than it used to before the update. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a deliberate change they just didn't tell us. Very nice. My guns aren't breaking any faster. They don't seem to be anyway. If it's particularly fixers, I wonder if it's a deliberate thing. If it's happening to other guns, maybe not. I don't know, it depends how many guns. Like I say, my handmade seems to be exactly the same. Chairman of the Anti-Antiperspirant Guild. No, I'm the one who provides the antiperspirant to try and stop people from sweating so much. To be honest, what gets me at the moment is that this particular update is instead of trying to eliminate the meta and make more more playstyles viable, the current update in fact leans heavy into the meta and provides supposedly a new set of daily ops that actually work better for the stealth commando meta. That's kind of going the wrong way about it. They should be eliminating it, not giving people more reasons to play that way. It's already too linear and focused. Like, there are too few viable options as it is, so leaning into the ones that are viable is, instead of opening the game up a bit more to allow players to play it any way they want, it seems to me to be the wrong way. IMO. Call them fixes because how much time you're going to have to spend repairing them. I approve. I don't think the daily ops difficulty really needed lifting, to be honest, Billbone. In general, a bit more difficulty is a good thing. Most areas were too easy, but with the daily ops, that's not difficult. That's arbitrarily impossible. I cannot get a fast enough time on that op I've just done because the enemies are nowhere to be found and they move away so fast. And they kill you so damn quick that you can't even return fire. And then your time gets cut even further by the fact you have to sit there and watch the numbers count down before it'll let you respawn. That's not making it more difficult, that's just slapping arbitrary conditions on, make you fail. And also action points for people not using bats. Fuck that. Very enough. Yay. I don't know. I got like a lot of the ideas and the concept, but it's way too far in the other direction. And I know it's supposed to be group content as well, and I get that, but at the same time, there's been enough games before where it's just like the fact that you had to play in a group was a reason not to play. I'm all for having content that facilitates group play, but it should also simultaneously facilitate people who don't want to play that way. Certainly when they base a game on playing your own way and having multiple, different types of builds so anybody can do things any way they want. Like, gearing it towards one specific style of play is defeating the object. That IMO. I like the challenge of for the most part, of the uplink ones, with a couple of exceptions. Freezing enemies are just fucking. But beyond that, for the most part, they're manageable. Like Blood Eagles and Explosive Blood Eagles was ridiculous. That was too easy. But the other ones, for the most part, weren't too bad. These new ones are just... Get both types each. Get what? One description and one uplink, and you can get the rewards for either one. Giving you the choice is fine, but if you do that, great, nobody will go for decryption. They'll just pick the easy ones all the time, and it'll end up getting boring. Twice the chances to get the rewards? Yeah, I can't see Bethesda going with that either. They have already dropped the RNG a bit, so a lot more things are easier to get hold of, and there's a smaller pool of rare items. Well, smaller than they would otherwise have been. So, in that regard, they've, like I say, rather than giving you 2 bites at the apple every day, they've given you better odds. But... which is definitely a good change. I definitely approve of that. But, yeah, I don't know that I'd want them both. Because, like I say, I don't think anybody would actually go for the harder one. Few people might, but... I don't know, I think it just needs a tweak. Making the enemies easy to find, you don't want the area to be too small, though. I was going to say make the area smaller, but if you make it too small, pack the enemies in too much, then you're just going to be under fire from Savage Strike enemies all the time, so that would be bad too. Just needs some balancing, and the bloody timer on the death thing will be taken out, the respawn timer. That's got to go. And the game could definitely do with that, locking your feet into the ground for a couple of seconds after you reload, respawn, fast travel, anything like that. That needs to go. Like, I realise it's stop problems being caused when you're being loaded into the world, but I don't know the exact ins and outs, but it's something to do. But no matter how good the reason, it's still a problem and it needs fixing. It's a little thing, I know, but it gets my back up just about every time I fast travel or load it at all. That'd be a great quality fix. Or maybe I'm just picky about that stuff, I don't know. Yeah, having just the one enemy instead of 3 would make it a little bit more reasonable as well, I think, right? Devs said they kept the time on the same description, it seemed reasonable. Yeah, but the devs that were playtesting it initially are the same group of people who developed it, so they know it inside out, and they're playing it in groups. And yeah, once you know it inside out and playing it in groups, it's not so bad. But the smaller your group, or the less well you know it, or if you're playing it on solo, it just doesn't work. Which again, as I say, I know it's not the idea, but should work for both. No reason it can't scale to the number of players in there. Perfectly possible to implement that. Not easy maybe, but doable. Watch officers would give us a starting point. I don't think they really need the beeping or anything like that. Because they're easy enough to spot with a compass pip above their head. That's fine. Just not having 3 of them would be an improvement. Like I say, having to run around and find ever-increasing numbers of enemies is frustrating. It's the combination of all the things together that make it so bloody difficult to hit the timer. I've been talking to a couple of people who said they had a really hard time getting below sort of... I forget what it was now, actually. Anyway, they hit Elder rank once, but they had a really hard time doing that in a group of 4. They're not particularly intensive players, are they? Swings and roundabouts. Either way, definitely needs some balancing work. The compass pip was there. So they already have compass pips on all 3 of the code carriers, and then the boss as well. But reduce it to 1. 1 code carrier instead of 3. And stop them spreading out so much. You're not running all over the place looking for massive numbers. Or just... yeah, maybe reduce the number you have to kill based... or scale the number you have to kill based on the number of people in the group. Six, 8, 10 would work, I think, for solo. And go 8, 10, 12 for groups. Something like that. Either way, we'll see. There's a certain amount of needing to get familiar with the layouts and things like that, and that will come over time. But with the old ops, they also got a little predictable, because no matter what the combination was, you always knew how it was going to work in a given location. You knew where the boss was going to spawn, you knew where the uplinks were and stuff, so it made it much easier in that regard, particularly once you got more and more familiar with it. And some of that will happen with the current setup, but it's going to take longer to get there because there's more possible combinations. And also the when you're hunting enemies, they're not locked to the same location, they don't always spawn in location. One thing I did notice though was that the boss, both times I did that daily op, excuse me, he did spawn in the same room both times, so that's helpful. And the code carriers tended to spawn in reasonably consistent places, I think. So learning those patterns will help, but what you really need is a stealth, like the stealth perks, and what's the one that makes them forget where you are when you go into stealth? Makes them lose track of you. That one as well, and then you can move around faster if they work properly. Which I'm not convinced about. That would definitely help. Because I noticed when I was catching enemies in stealth, I was having a much easier time taking them down, but I was doing double damage, so I suppose it's designed to compensate for that. A bunch of people in a group who know where they're going and move around reasonably quickly, drop into stealth quickly when they spot an enemy in the distance, and then take them out. I could see that being reasonably good once you get the hang of it. But I still think it's going to be bloody difficult for solos. Escape artists, that's the one, really. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I think I'm starting to think once I get a bit more familiar with things and learn my way around, it'll get a bit easier. But I still think Elder's going to be nightmarishly difficult because of the size of the places and all the running around you have to do. Unless, yeah, when you solo in particular. I think the ideal really would be doing a group of 4 and then split into 2 teams. Like 2 pairs. Then you go off in opposite directions, and wherever they spawn, you'll be coming at them from sort of opposite directions. You should have a good chance of covering most of the area. Works sometimes. Yeah, the few times I used it, Rooney, it never did work. But that was a long time ago. Over a year ago now. Well, in the summer they are reworking a lot of the existing legendary effects, making them better. And adding new ones as well, and taking out some of the less used ones, so... There will be an improvement in that department, Gray. But we'll have to wait and see until... Well, saying that, the PTS for it should be next month sometime. We should be getting an announcement about the dates on that in the next few days, so that's cool. And we should have some idea of what possible combinations come up eventually. Obviously, that's going to take a while to see all the new combinations because we'll have to play it a while and get them all to drop. Mind you, if they might get data mined out, so there might be a list comes out quite quickly. I have to look into that. Stealth leg poke. Nocturnal, I think, is a very likely candidate to go. But I don't think they'll want all of them to be brilliantly good and useful. You do need some things that are less effective, just to balance out the RNG, really. So we'll see. I can imagine them, like, Super Mutants 1, the Mutant Slayers stuff, for example. That's still not going to be particularly useful, but it might get a buff in the amount of damage it does, maybe. But it's still not going to be particularly troubleshooters and stuff. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll find out soon enough anyway. I'm drying out apparently. No more not. I'm sure the Daedric Prince will be upset by that hashtag there, Gray. Anyway, I'm going to wind things down, I think, now. Yeah, yes and no, Gray, I think. But either way, it should be good. Should be good to have some improvements and some fresh stuff to work towards. And like I say, I really hope it's going to open up more viably competitive build styles. That's really what I want to see. But beyond that, I'm going to chill out and I don't know, do something for an hour before I go to bed probably. So, plan for tomorrow is more Remnant from the Ashes, which will be tomorrow night. We'll carry on grinding out some levels and getting ourselves ready to have another crack at the boss that walked my ass again. That seems to be a theme lately. Getting old, apparently. Either way, should be cool. So that's the plan for tomorrow night. We'll probably head off to Rom, I think, because we basically explored Earth for a while last time, so mix it up a little bit. Should be cool. Beyond that, next week we'll jump back into streams as per the usual schedule. I wonder whether or not I'm going to flip Fallout and Remnant from the Ashes around and do 3 Fallout and 2 Remnant streams. I might not. Don't know. I'll see how I feel and how it works with some other stuff. But for now, we'll keep the same plan. So I'm going to aim to have a build-up over the weekend as well. We'll see how that goes. Thinking out what I'm going to do. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to do a build over the weekend anyway, so get that second camp slot used. Looking forward to that. But for now, thank you all for hanging out. I do hope you've had fun. Enjoying me getting grouchy as hell at the daily ops, but there we are. We'll smooth out the wrinkles eventually. So, yes, social media links, merch store, channel memberships, all that good stuff. Like, subs, you know where all the buttons are. Very, very much appreciated if you would care to do those things. Thank you very much to everybody who has already. And yes, stay safe. Have a good rest of your evening for those of you who are earlier in the day than me. For those of you getting up in the morning, have a good day. And we will do this all again tomorrow. Nocturnal will be the new meta. Yeah, I'd rather doubt that'll ever be the case. Weaker than usual 50% of the time, so. But who knows? I suspect there will end up being a new meta. Okay. Anyway, what I can say is have a good night, look after yourselves, and I hope you join us for a little remnant tomorrow, which should be less stressful, I hope. Mind you, those bosses are quite stressful. Anyway, have a good one, folks. Look after yourself. I'll see you then. Night.